personal experience that defines me the most is my senior year basketball season. I remember thinking before the year I wasn't going to play. I was going to be the senior who rode the bench, and I wanted to just save myself the embarrassment by taking or quitting early on my own. And I was kind of right early on. The first 2 or 3 games, I never really played. I was the 9th or 10th man on the bench, and I only really got in if we were up big or down by a lot. I remember asking my coach at the mid-season tournament in Seattle, saying, what can I do to get on the court? And he said, Owen, just keep doing what you're doing. I felt kind of frustrated and confused by this. I felt like I was working hard, was making the right plays, and I still wasn't seeing any progress. When our team was struggling a little bit in the early month of January, he decided to start playing me more and eventually put me in the starting lineup. I remember when I got the call to be the starter, I said, I can't give this up. Even though I wasn't the most athletic player, wasn't the best shooter, wasn't the best defender, I knew I wanted to help the team turn around this season and hopefully make a run at state. By doing this, I dove on the floor for rebounds, made the right pass, or tried to box out really well and set good screens. Once this kind of started happening, our team turned our season around and went on a huge winning streak and eventually ended up winning our league, then the district championship, and making a run at state. Although I'm not going to take all the credit for this, I feel like one really important lesson I learned from this is the value of working hard, even when you're not seeing results, and perseverance. Sticking with things, even though if you don't think it's going to go well, you never really know. And if you continue to work hard and keep a good mindset, the sky's the limit, and you can achieve the goals you set out for yourselves and have a great time and create some of the best memories I've ever had. So that's my personal experience. Thank you. One recent setback I faced as a college student is really not knowing what I wanted to study, what kind of curriculum I wanted to focus on, and what really I thought my purpose was. Coming into freshman, I applied as an econ or a business major and decided maybe that wasn't for me. So I started to take a lot of bio and chem classes. I even thought about law. I was kind of unsure of what I felt like I wanted to do. It kind of frustrated me because looking around, everyone else seemed like they were just on a perfectly straight path. Some of my friends wanted to do PT, some wanted to be dentists, some wanted to be doctors. One wanted to be a lawyer, and a lot of them wanted to do business, and they all knew for sure and were confident in the work they were doing. What I learned from this is, although I didn't know, it was okay not to know right away. Society puts a lot of pressure on us young to figure out what we want to do, but taking the time for me to realize, think, and really process through what I wanted to do has made me happier. When I was taking those bio and chem classes, I figured out at the start, I thought maybe that's something I wanted to do. I even shadowed some pediatric dentist over the summer. But the more I took that class and the more I struggled with that material and didn't enjoy learning, I knew it was time to make a change, and it helped focus me and set me on this path I think I want to do for the rest of my life. I found myself to be a very analytical and numbers person, and I've been enjoying and loving to learn econ, business-related classes, and focus on numbers and entrepreneurship. What I learned from this is it's okay not to know, and to really take the time to talk and process with people you trust and people you love. Taking the time to focus on this has given me a new perspective, new motivation, and has allowed me to be happier because I can truly say that I love what I'm doing and I love what I'm learning. As a college student, if I didn't have to worry about money, one thing I would do is start a nonprofit for food insecurity. As an elementary and middle school student, my school would volunteer for a program called Meals and Wheels. We would deliver food to people's doorsteps who really needed it. Along with this, in high school, when I needed volunteer hours, I decided to do all my volunteer hours at Second Harvest Food Bank. Here, sometimes I would do sorting and just spend 2 hours sorting rice or other potatoes, anything kind of like that. But the times that really impacted me were the drive-through food things. Here we would distribute food and they would roll up in the car, and you could tell the situation was really sad and they really needed that food pretty badly. This made me realize how big of a problem food insecurity was in the United States. Although I didn't really see it when I was young, it became glaring that this was a major issue. This is why if I had no money problems to worry about, I would want to start a food bank. I would create this food bank not only to help the disadvantaged people in my area, most likely Spokane, but also the community it brings to the place you are. I remember creating friendships and strengthening friendships with numerous people during my time working at the food bank. It was very impactful to hear the stories and the why on people, why they were volunteering. Creating a food bank would align with a lot of the values I really care about, including promoting health and nutrition, as well as fostering community engagement and strengthening our community and making it one. Food banks, being a part of it, really helped me as a young kid see the importance and see the bigger picture. And I'd love to do the same for more kids within a community.